Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this sun of York. And all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths.
I'd say seeing him on stage was really cool because I remember the first time I saw him on stage, it was in his grade 8 show called Making It. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, it's pretty funny. He had like 3 lines, but even still, like he still made those lines work. Drama and acting to him was very important because it was a way for him to like escape from his troubles because he had a speech impediment, so it was really hard for him to just like really cope with that because he was unfortunately like bullied from it, and you know, acting was a way to like suddenly erase that speech impediment and become someone he wasn't. And I thought that was something that really helped him and helped him cope with like issues or anything, so yeah.
So what was it like teaching Carl and directing? It was fun. He would grasp the information really well, like, or if he was very directable. So you'd give him a note, and he would take it and do it. He always dove into a character and pushed the boundaries, and was always prepared too, which is nice to see.
Major accomplishments? Well, definitely a lot of stuff. So, okay, so he won a bunch of no, he only won 1 Cappy, sorry. But he was nominated all 4 years of high school. So that was something that's really accomplishing. And yeah, he won that Best Supporting Actor award in grade 11. Also, when he graduated, he won 2 awards actually: Director of Education Perseverance Award, and another award that's like with drama, associated with drama. But yeah, he did accomplish a lot. And so during his first year, he went to York University. So like he went to just a basic program. But then second year, he applied to the acting conservatory. That's what it was. So it's the acting conservatory. So that only like 16 people get in, like that out of like 200 people. Like he was one of the 16 people who got in. So that was a huge accomplishment for him.
So did you know that he was? If you knew that he had attempted before, like, did you know he was suicidal at the time?
Oh yeah. So I mean, actually, no, I didn't. I'd say the first time, I even remember vividly. Like it was. I was at like a friend's house, and then, oh no, I wasn't at a friend's house. I was walking home with my dad because my dad was picking me up from my friend's house. Oh dear. Sorry. I'm trying to remember it. So yeah, so I think I was walking home with my dad or mom, I don't know which one, but then Carl was, because we had our neighbor, Jesse, who Carl was really really close friends with.
Colby?
Yeah, Jessie Colby. Shout out to her. Yeah, so because apparently, because like none of my parents were home, and then Carl told Jessie, and then Jessie told her mom, because I think he overdosed on like some pills or something. So, and then Jessie's mom called my mom and my dad, so then we rushed home, and I was coming home from school. From my friend's house, or from school, I don't really know specifically. And then all I know is that Carl and Jessie were walking, and then Carl was crying. Well, he's coming back to our house, and then he told us, and then the ambulance came, And then, sorry, I'm trying to remember. And my brother and my mom went to the ambulance. And I just remember sitting there. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so I just remember sitting. So yeah, I was just sitting on the front, on like the front entranceway, and then I was just like crying. Like a police officer was beside me, and he was like reassuring me that he was gonna be fine. But I think that's when I realized at that point that it was like a big problem, because like I knew before, like we had like a lot of family problems, like we would have a lot of fights, that's for sure, because like, I don't know, because my brother would just be, he would like have like tantrums or like, you know, just typical teenager hormone stuff, but also because like he was dealing with so many issues, he just got like really angry a lot of the time, so like that's, like I knew that there was issues there, but I didn't think it was so bad until like that moment. So yeah.
It's hard. I mean, as a teacher, you don't really envision losing a student. So, especially someone that I was close with Carl, and so yeah, it hit me pretty hard. Well, I think it was more of a shock, and kind of, I didn't believe that happened, and tragic, you know. Well, this room is always filled with memories. Like everywhere I look in this room, like behind you, there's photos of Carl. And there's always going to be those memories in this room. And you know, it's hard, but I think about the good stuff and what he brought to the program here at Holy Trinity. And that's always going to be here. His presence will be here. His personality and just that smile and the laugh. He had a unique laugh and just this presence about him when he would enter a room. I guess you could say it was like a diva, but yeah. Oh, Carl.
As an unperfect actor on the stage, who with his fear is put besides his part, or some fierce thing replete, with too much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens his own heart. So I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, or changed with burden of mine own love's might. Oh, let my books be then the eloquence and dumb presagers of my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that heart that more hath more expressed. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ, to hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit.